Hi everybody, welcome back to Surroundead Experimental 070, which I believe today is going to go into release, at least today being the day that I'm recording, not the day that this is released, because the day that this is released is the day that I come back from my holiday. Boo! And we are here at the airfield, where I'm going to, if I can find any, just quickly, well, I'll probably not. We started off up here. I've decided, seeing as we're down here, and seeing as this is probably a much bigger POI than the observatory. No, not observatory somewhere. The thingy here, the experimental labs. We're going to start with this. And I'm not going to keep any grenades on my hotbar because I have a bad habit of, well, basically prematurely grenading. Can I get you? Nope. Through the, I can't get you through the thing. And of course it's turning to night. Okay, let's head back up here and have a snooze because, yeah, I need to wait a little bit, but, we'll place that, and then we'll wait till 7:30, which is any time, and sleep. So yeah, this is going to be, I'm going to actually set the spawn point. There we go, and we'll leave it there for now. This is the last episode. This is it. Game over. End of the road. I'm back from my holidays and we're back into our thing. I think it has been probably enough of a look. I think there's more we could do. Right, we're in radiation level 2. So I do need to keep my eye on stuff, and we've got the slight murkiness, but at least it's not that fog. That fog was horrendous. Now if I can just, I haven't got any noisemakers, which makes life really difficult. And I don't think I can get a shot through that fence, because that's how fences work. The bit... What on earth? Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Oh, thank you. Okay, now we can get down. I need to get a little bit closer, and I probably need to have a weapon out just in case one of these guys spots me. Damn it. See? He knew what my plan was. Damn it. I cannot get the headshot. Let's do that one. I bet I can get a headshot. Try and just loop it over the top of the fence. No. Oh, come on. I'm stood here just getting quietly irradiated while a barbed wire fence defeats me. You see, still can't. Good grief. Okay, well, I've got you a little bit closer. Not close enough. However, close enough for me to do that. These guys have got really thick skulls. especially the armoured doggies. Now I think the other one was heightened radiation 3, so this should in theory be good. Bring them over there. That's all good to me. Yeah, it is genuinely nice to continue to play and support this game. I really have things. Now if we have a look at the map now, we should see that there are 2 bosses. I think there are actually 3. It might be, but they might not be. And there's various stuff. And it's big, which I think is probably a good reason to try and tackle it. Let me have a look, just see. Loot. You won't carry bullets, you're no use to me. However, there's plenty of stuff over there. And plenty of stuff over there. But let's, well, I suppose we should deal with everything we can see. They really have nerfed the range that they attract Zeds from, haven't they? Reload. It is a really nice game, I must say. This is smaller. Oh, did I actually not fully reload that mag? Okay, that's fine. There's a couple over there. That's behind a plane, I think. There's a doggy. There's another doggy. That helicopter has got more mass to its underside than you would suspect. Okay, let's just continue. All steady, steady, easy, easy. There's no rush. Can't see the big boys yet, so now I think this is probably, if I'm honest, why we had the mist, like the fog of war before, because it makes doing this altogether just too easy. You know, it's one of those, this should be a real challenge, and there are bits that are challenging. But quite frankly, being able to take most of the threat out from range does in all honesty make this, you know, much less threatening than, you know, it was in the previous version. So I didn't like the amount of fog there was in the previous version. I think what would be nice would be some kind of halfway house. Thought I saw somebody in there, but I didn't. got a cat at the door. He's gonna have to wait. And I have to learn that he doesn't get priority. So, see, my thought of this kind of thing is to come in, clear it out a bit, move me out, because I am going to have to change my filter at some point. That is something we're going to have to do without a doubt. But I suppose we'll check the barracks out while I try and ignore, and I'm not going to even bother with a lot of this. And then we'll get to the good stuff. Sledgehammer. Apparently very good melee weapon, very slow though, by all accounts. Never tried it myself. Yeah, nothing really in there either. That's always a nice loot box if it's got anything good in it. Which it hasn't really, but again, I'm not going to be going full loot goblin for this one, because at the end of the day, I know this is the last episode of this series, so not a huge amount. I think I do need to keep my eye on my fact. Let me bring some of those out. Just to get, if nothing else, it gets rid of that crackling. But my filter's down to 52%, so I need to be thinking about leaving and changing my filter in a bit. I've got 3, so that should be enough to do everything we need. I think I've got 3. Yes, I have. Just loot all. There you go. Right, what have we got in the next room? We have got residential. Well, that's probably not going to have much good in it, is it? No. And that's probably not going to have much good in it either. I don't even know why I'm searching this, to be honest. The stuff we want is going to be these high tiers. That's where we're going to find the good stuff. 59, 66, not even close. And don't know what that attaches to. Not managed to figure that one out. Maybe an XX. It's not clear what that is for at all. Get in that part. Get in the pile. There we go. Thank you. Oh, there's another thing as well. Probably less impressive, but we can at least consume that. Yeah, foul. Nothing really. So, what have we got? 2 more barracks, and there's the air traffic control tower, and there's the buildings at this end, and then we need to progress into the dangerous stuff where the big bad bosses are. But again, there should be some reasonable loot in these. Gun stuff. Well, alright, ammo. Gun stuff doesn't sound quite as impressive, does it? Another emergency drop with 300 Winchester and a 7.62 drum mag. We'll take. Well, if I suppose I should loot as if I was currently continuing, just because that's how it would go. You know, I would have taken that, because if I'm running 7.62, I'd probably want a couple of 7.62 mags in drums. Boop. Yeah, I'm not going to bother. Yeah, still not going to bother. I will bother. Stop it. Military night vision goggles. That's the one I've got. What I actually want is Spec Ops night vision goggles. They're the good one. Well, I'll rephrase that. They're the better ones. They're green rather than black and white. So what we got here? We've got another military pile. Yeah, my filter is getting very low. I'll probably just tackle Searchable? No. Tackle these two buildings if I can. Are you searchable? No. And then we'll pop out of the radiation zone. Although to be fair, I could just stay in. You know, it's probably not going to make that much difference. I don't think this actually has much in it, if I recall. It's mainly industrial crates, I think. Residential. Yeah, bit of military there. It's not the high tier ones though, so. Boop, boop, and boop. And an MP5, not even a 5.56. Ah, what we got there? Big military supplies. Yeah, maybe we'll just try things. Oh, I'll take that because I don't think I've seen that one before. As I say, not really any use to me, but yeah, I've enjoyed this, and it's been nice to come back to it, and I think it is definitely something that I think we could return to again when we get a little bit further into when they get further into development, and it's something I will continue playing. It's I'll just play just because I like it, you know. And I think it's very easy for people, especially content creators, to get into the mindset of, can I record this? Can I record this? And it's a dangerous mindset to get into. It really is, because if you just if all you ever do is pick games because they have playable value, you take all the joy out of it. To me, that's just, you know, again, personal observation, if you like, but, you know, the joy of playing games should be playing the games just for the sheer hell of it. Ah, get up. Oh, there they are. Okay, they've just spawned in. Let's come back over here a bit. Hup, hup, hup. We've got General Ramirez and the bodyguard. Let's start off with the General. Stupid is just let him. Don't want to attract the attention of either of them really, but he's now got the idea that there's something going on over here. They're a bit slow, these big zombies. And then we'll reload. What's my filter? Not brilliant. And we'll do the bodyguard. Gonna have to do a hot swap on my filter in a minute. That's actually an interesting thought. Let me just try something in a minute. You see, I think I've got... No, maybe I haven't. I thought maybe I had a spare gas mask. But I don't, do I? Damn it. Right, let me take you down here. Just get me one of those. And then pump some of those in. And drop that. Right, what else can we see over there? Target. Target. Squishy target. Another target. Not seeing many more targets out there, which I suppose is a good thing. Let's go and see the general, shall we? That's just industrial. So that's got zombies in it. That needs searching. But oh, Valkyrie drum mag, nice. Guardian magazine, Guardian sight. Let's just Guardian magazine. In you go. Money, credits, ammo. Don't really need any of the rest of that. That is the Colonel's Revenge, isn't it? It's not the Guardian, unfortunately. Damn it. More ammo. Consume some credits thing and another piece of crap. I mean, Deadeye hand cannon. Okay, well, not the best loot, but also not the worst. I'm going to sweep around the edge and then we'll come back. Okay, good at this lot picking malarkey. Ooh, bit of ammo, don't mind if I do. Probably want to be on CQB now though. Just because we're wandering around through obstacles where I might just... Oh, hang on, just clicked on the Windows key there. That was not a good idea. Hello. I see you, sir. Love this Colonel's Revenge. It's a very nice squishy. Still not close enough to attract. You're a squishy. And you shall be my squishy, and I shall call you Squishy. Ow. Bad squishy. There you go. Film reference of the day. Another squishy. He's not so squishy though, he's quite tough for a squishy. There's another one. Again, just keeping my eye on my ammo count. I don't want to run out if I can avoid it. I've got a smaller mag for this weapon. Oh, don't mind if I do. And what else we got? See, they should be good. They shouldn't be the crappy goggles that they actually are. Nothing else in there. This is where I get a bit distrusting because I'm kind of into areas where I can't see what I'm encountering. Let's get a wiggle on a bit, shall we? I see you there. There's a few more over. Oh, there's quite a lot. I mean, there's a lot of zombies out here. Let me change over to something with a little bit more put down power and a better scope on it. He's those missing. Yeah, this is a very busy site. Whoa, where did you come from? Panic. What happened there? I thought I reloaded. Did I reload an unloaded mag? Oh, it's possible. Anything's possible. Doesn't sound like something crashed. That would be a convoy, I think. Loot all. Mine. Don't bother. I've got more meds than I know what to do with realistically. Right, oh hello, I see you hiding in that crater there. What I'm concerned here is whether there's something around this side of the plane that's going to run up on me, and I don't think there is. So we'll do the hangars, and then we'll do the hangars all except the last hangar which we have to open, and then we'll go and do the traffic control building. Because I'm not really, I think we appear to have almost tackled most of the zombies in the area. I think maybe I should reload. This is going to be awkward because I've just got that, haven't I? Hang on. There. Now we can reload. Come on. We can reload that. Just so we know we're ready for any surprises. Oh, hello. What's this? Military? Military. Hammers the radiation filters though, don't it? MP5. A lovely, lovely firearm. Right. Now if there's anybody in the area, speak up now. Hello? See if there's any anti-rats in here. I might eat them. Oh, I can read that. Industrial? No, not bothered. Oh, God. Hang on. Oh, this is one of those where I think it's going to be very, yeah, it's just all the way around. 50 BMG, don't have a 50 BMG. That's not that I want one, although it would be fun. Level 0, really not helpful. Right, let's try the next be a little bit more adventurous, shall we? I mean, after all, it's not like I need to worry about dying or keeping the save, because once this drops, this save file won't work anyway as a full version. That's one of the drawbacks, and one of the reasons why I was in a rush to record this was the moment the experimental drops from being experimental to live, you need to make a new save, which, yeah, it's a bit of a pain, but such is life, eh? What the hell was that? Doggy. Trapped in the plane. Did I search this one? Don't know. Nope. I mean, that's nice stuff. There's a lot of good stuff there. Just not stuff I need. So we've got that hangar, which is going to be full of a few zombies, and we are going to cheese it because, you know, you give me the option of cheese and I will select cheese. That's just how we do things. Let's just see if there are any more ambulatory corpses. That's just the background for the radiation thing coming out. Yeah, I don't think we've got any problems of things being in there, so let's just get in there and also let's just cut that crackling sound back. It is quite an annoying sound, to be fair. Oh, industrial, don't care. Oh god, no. No, don't make me do a master lock. First one I've broke in a while. For nothing, realistically. Okay. Well, at least we've got 25 days under our belt. High tier weapons locker. That's all always nice. Really didn't give me anything though. And again, I think this is possibly one of the downsides to the things like the airfield, is the high tier stuff doesn't feel like high tier XM250. Have I got an XM250? You know what? I have now. Don't care. Upstairs. We're looking for the POI cake crate, and I think it's probably going to be locked up in the hangar off the top of my head. 762, a tier level 2 key card, and some ammo. All good. All useful. And on the roof, more military. Yeah, we'll take that. Those are always useful. I think there's actually a hidden stash downstairs as well, if I'm not mistaken, that I appear to have overlooked. I must remember that. It is dark a bit though, so that's my excuse. Colonel's Revenge holographic sight. Okay, that's fine. We'll take the key card and we'll take the ammo. The rest of it is another master lock. Oh, come on. Other way. Wasn't worth it. I think that's another problem. You get these things that are locked, and often the contents of them don't really match up to the value of the contents, if that makes sense. A lechy scope. We'll take it. And a little key card and some ammo. Right, so that just leaves the well, apart from the hidden cache, which I believe is down on the floor, if I remember rightly. It's certainly not there. If it's here, it doesn't. It may move. Industrial. Maybe it's not here. I think they move around. And another level 1 keycard. Right. It's, oh, there it is. Hidden in plain sight. It wasn't actually great. I am just going to quickly run out, and rather than do a hot swap, because I'd like to get back to daylight before I go and tackle the hangar. So let's go out quickly, and I'll be back in a moment. All right, and we're going back in. We've swapped out, we've sorted out, we've eaten, we've drank, we've things. I mean, the entire thing of drinking whilst you're wearing a gas mask in a radiation zone isn't really answered appropriately, is it? You couldn't. You couldn't do that without taking your gas mask off. It's just bizarre how that little thing goes. So let's go and see if we can't get into some trouble with our machete. We'll let our stamina build back up. Oh, we don't want you though. Oh! Oh dear, that was not good. There is a boss in there, okay. Now this is, of course, the good old cheese. Ow. And that is why you don't like those things. Oh, there he is, large undead boss. And we just cheese the system. I mean, to be fair, if I stood closer to the wall, he could punch me back. Ah, you swine. Right, let's just have another anti-rad. And we'll just have an MRE. It's got to be the big boy. Where did you come from? Good grief. Come here, you git. Oh, that's, yeah, just stay there. Oh man, hang on. Takes forever with these crap melee weapons. Come on. You must be close to dead now. I mean, I practically painted the wall with your blood. You're not far off. I can see you're like about a quarter. Trying to get 744. Stamina, come on. Radiation filters ticking down. Gotcha. Just double checking that I've not outstayed my welcome, because there's a possibility that zombies are respawning. Alright, let's do it. We are good. Colonel's Revenge, bloody typical. Guardian Suppressor, which I suppose is not bad. And what else? Some credits and money. Quick search of the Splody boys. Just because the ammo, I haven't burned that much, but you know. There are limits to how much you can take. Let me consume one of those just to shut that clicky click up. Another high tier milli crate. Well, we'll have the box. I mean, I don't need the box, but oh, we can do that though. That's a better flashlight. I wonder whether I've run past any of those since we started this, because it seems like I've seen those, probably discounted them. That's an MP5, isn't it? Yeah. Oh. One lootable helicopter at least. You see, my thoughts were, if I did this and that, can I just do that? But the answer is no, I can't. So anyway, we'll leave it. I just wonder whether you could do like a hot swap of the mask on your face, which would seem to be probably the fastest way of doing it if we were kind of looking for IRL application. Then that would certainly, to me, seem to be quicker to peel a mask off. Basically, take a deep breath, because obviously the gas mask is there not just for radiation. I mean, in fact, look, my neck's bare, so a gas mask is doing me no good when it comes to radiation poisoning anyway. But for biohazards and things, you know, or toxins, you could take a deep breath, ensure you don't breathe in and swap it. I wouldn't particularly want to try it, but the toss-up is, you know, the alternative. Well, let's have a look at the safe. What are you? You're a standard lock. That was easy. I don't even know why they bother. Let's have a look in you. What you got? What you got? I should just do this now. I think I've... Oh, hello. And another battle-ready Glock mag. A Guardian suppressor. I think I just picked one of those up. And a battle-ready Glock sight, which I've already got anyway. But it doesn't matter. And some grenades. Grenade. But that's nice. 43. I mean, that's way more damage. I can... empty you now and put that up there and that in there, and then you can just go in there along with that and that. Wow, that was a nice crate actually. Just goes to show how random the loot can be from one place to another. You can be quite literally, that's a 5.56 drum mag, that's something I wanted. Again, I know that I'll never use it, but and here is the abandoned high tier crate. Let's see how that compares to that other military crate that wasn't as good. And a magazine and some ammo. I mean, I'll not complain, I will take the ammo, don't get me wrong. Level 0 keycard, some radiation pills, which we will consume one of, and let's leave. Now, I'm going to check how long I've been recording, so I will be back with you in a second. Alright, yeah, I've been going about 47 minutes. We're just going to head back up to the base. I know there weren't any coyotes here because I checked when I relogged. But we'll drive back up to the base. I'll come back if I do come across anything interesting, and we'll wrap up there. See you in a bit. Well, apart from the friendly survivors down here, who we'll try not to hit, we had a fairly uneventful. We found some bandits, but the zombies dealt with them. I'm just gonna. We've only got 30 credits. It's not enough. I think at most. Actually, let's just double check. Let's see whether we can make. Good grief! Stop doing that. What are you selling? 40 credits. 45 credits. Ooh, oh, 35 credits. I can't even afford the Horde beacon, although apparently they're a bit glitchy. Okay, let's get in. So, we're almost home. The game is, I like the variety of weapons. It gives you more reason to actually take notice of what weapons you're pulling out of things. You know, if you've got an AR-15, it doesn't mean that you automatically discount every AR-15. You're comparing the stats of those weapons. The fact that they degrade seems to be somewhat superfluous because the prevalence of weapons cleaning kits seems very low. The one thing I'm not sure about is whether weapons cleaning kits will work on. In fact, let me just check something. You see, if I've got that, that's 100%. If I get my weapons cleaning kit, which is somewhere, if I would say and do repair there, you don't get, I don't think you get the option, yeah, you don't get option to repair components. So there is mileage in keeping multiples of attachments, certainly ones you're using a lot. And that, of course, then does beg the question, what if you're using... I don't think I've got any of the legendary... I mean, they don't take damage, so... But if you've got a suppressor for... a legendary suppressor for a legendary weapon, does it take damage? And can you repair it? Because obviously... you're not going to be finding the legendaries in loot everywhere, although they're not that rare, so you know, you can make it around. But yeah, I've really enjoyed revisiting this. I'm going to keep my eye on it, as I say, and we'll I think we'll leave this here. we'll probably just try for a screenshot of me back at my base, free view, with my thing, and we'll hide the UI and we'll take a picky. I don't know whether the refuel will be there, but that's fine. And out of that, we didn't do too badly. I mean, we did get another Colonel's Revenge, so we could sell that. That's 57. So they actually have rarity stats on those as well. Yeah, as I say, I mean, durability 100%, that does suggest that it wears. But on the whole, I've really enjoyed recovering this. I am back from my jollies. I am going to return you to my regular scheduled programs, but yeah, I'll keep my eye on this and we will see what happens in the future. Until then, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.